Hello, I'm Rachel Weiss, founder of the Menopause Cafe, and I'd like to tell you about our fantastic idea for a Menopause Festival to be held in Perth in April 2019. It's like half the population will go through the menopause, but we don't know what to expect. No one talks about it. Our mums don't tell us. Our teachers don't tell us. The other half of the population have to live and work with us. And if we're one of the 75% who have symptoms, that can be anxiety or depression or physical symptoms, it affects them too. The men who live and work with us often get the raw end of our moods and our symptoms. So menopause cafes are pop-up events throughout the country. They started about a year and a half ago. Anyone can set one up if they follow our guidelines, and the hosts provide a space for anyone, old and young, male and female, to come and talk about the menopause. Now, what we're planning is a 1.5 day menopause festival. When we first Googled that, nothing came up. No one had put menopause and festival together before. Anyway, 1.5 day event in Perth, and that's what we need funding for. We're aiming it at 3 groups of people. On the Friday afternoon, HR professionals will come and we will get speakers in to tell them about how they can be more menopause-friendly workplaces, have policies, educate particularly young male managers, so they know what to do when their team come and tell them. This will have a huge impact on the businesses economically. They should be able to retain their skilled older female workers, on the employees themselves, and on the confidence of their managers. There's lots of good work out there being done. The University of Leicester and the government, we will help them disseminate it. So that will help the HR professionals. But it's open to everybody. And the next day we're going to have fabulous workshops. Some are really aimed at our Menopause Cafe hosts. These are the wonderful people, mainly women, who run these pop-up events on a voluntary basis throughout the country. If we can get them together in Perth and just inspire them, educate them, remoralise them, get them chatting with other people doing the same thing, share good practice, learn from them and improve our model of how to run a Menopause Cafe, that will help them. And for each one of those Menopause Cafe hosts who we re-inspire, that will help all the people who they voluntarily help back at home. This is throughout England, Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, that we've got them all running. I've forgotten somewhere, haven't I? Did I say Wales? So that's the knock-on impact. And of course, anybody can come to the festival. So we've got the HR professionals, we'll influence them. Then we've also got the Menopause Cafe hosts, and the general public will come and they can ask GPs questions, they can join in creative workshops because it is an arts festival, they can watch films. We've got a fantastic comedian coming, Gussie Grippers, to give her show. And we think that this will be a very sustainable, targeted intervention, because people will go back and will have a lasting impact on their menopause cafes. It's supporting our volunteers who do all this work for free. We know it's going to be a success because we ran a smaller menopause cafe on a shoestring budget last year. So I have a great committee in place who will make this happen and make it work. We're in partnership with our local theatre, Perth Theatre, Horse Cross Arts, who bring a wealth of expertise on how to run conferences and arts events, how to publicise it. And they are giving very generously of their expertise. And it's certainly original and innovative. This hasn't been done before, and I'm very proud of my home city of Perth hosting the Menopause Festival. So we're creating spaces for conversations. It's a creative event. People can be singing, making poetry, creative writing, drawing. We're going to make a change in the world. There's a very serious undertone to this. So we'll also have workshops on cognitive behavioural therapy, on managing anxiety and depression. You can be as serious or as light-hearted as you want about it. We're definitely working for the greater good. It's open to all ages and stages of life, male and female, old and young. We want people to come and have a good time and to just make the menopause an ordinary topic of conversation for those who want to talk about it. That's all. But it's been a taboo subject, I think, for centuries. And we want to do our bit with this 1.5 day menopause festival in Perth to break that taboo, to stop women being embarrassed to tell their partners or their employers that they're having hot flushes, that they need to wear cotton instead of nylon, that they're feeling down, that they're feeling grumpy. I don't want to be doom and gloom. I think 25% of women sail through the menopause with no symptoms at all and just freedom from thinking about contraception and periods. So it's not all bad news, but we want to help the huge sectors of society who feel they cannot talk about this. And it's a very low-cost intervention that will have a huge impact on the whole of society. So I hope you will help us fund this fabulous event and make it happen. Thank you.